Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Here are 12 questions given. In one question there are 12 parts and we have to do all of these. We have to find the square root of all of these using the division method. If you practice these questions plus some more questions, division method is going to be very easy for you and less time consuming. Let's do one by one all the parts. In the first part we have 2304. Right, so what I have told you is whenever there is no decimal, we are going to start placing bars from the rightmost digit, that is 4, and taking a group of two digits. So 2 digits and 2 digits. Right, now we will find it out. Just to see, 23 is there, so the number whose square is closer to 23 or less than 23, we say that is 4, because 5 is 25. So 4 4s are 16 we get. Okay, subtract from 23 16. How much do we get? We get 7. Then we will copy 0 4 here. Right, the next pair. Now double of 4 is 8. Clear? Now we can do what? We can try with 2, but 82 into 2 is a very small number. So when we will get 4, we will get 4 by 8 also. So let's try 88 into 8, because whatever the digit we will place here, here also the same digit is going to get multiplied with it. So 8 8s are 64, carry is 6, 8 8s are 64, 64 plus 6 is 70. So we get 704. So 704 we are writing here at what digit? 8. So 8 will be written here and remainder is 0. So we say square root of 2304 is equal to 48. Is that clear? So what we have done, found out square root of the given number using long division method. The more number of questions you practice, the method is going to be much easier for you to use. Clear? Let's move ahead to the second part, that is 4489. Let's try this one. 4489. Right, so 4489 we are going to place the bars from the rightmost digit, that is 9. So 2 digits, 2 digits. Then we'll take the square root using the long division method. So it is 44. Right, 6 6 is 36, 7 7 is 49, which is more than 44. So we have to write with 6. Okay, 6 6 is 30, 6 6 here, 6 we will write. Let me cancel it. It is 6 here, 36 here. Let's subtract it. 14 minus 6 will be 8 and here it will be 0. Now what to copy? 8 9. Double of 6 is 12. Clear? Now we need to think of a number here so that when we multiply we get 889. Let's try it. So what we can do is we need 9 at the end. 9 we can get by 7. Let us try with 7. So 127 multiplied with 7. Just see, after 12 I have written the same digit to be placed after 12 and the same digit is to be multiplied. 7 7s are 49. 4 is the carry. 7 2s are 14. 14 and 4 is 8. Carry is again 1. 7 1s are 7 and 1 8. 889 at 7 we are getting. So when we do it with 7, we get 889 and the remainder is 0 here. So we say square root of 4489 is equal to 67. Clear? Similar way we are going to attempt all these parts. We have done 2. Let's try with the third one. In the third part, we are asked about 3481. Right, 3481 we have to try with. So this one will be one pair, this will be another pair. Let's start with it. So we can't go with 6 6 the 36. 34 is less than 36. So we'll try with 5. 5 5 is 25. Correct? Now in 25, if we subtract 25 from 34, what are we left with? We're left with 14 minus 5, that is 9. And here 81 will be copied here, the next one. Double of 5 is 10. Now we need to think of a number that we place here and multiply, that means the digit, so that we get 981. With 1 we will not get, with 1 we will get 101. We need 981. Clear? So what should we do? Think of the digit that we should write here. So 1 is got by 1 or 9. Let's try with 9. With 1 we have tried. With 1 we will get 101. 109. into 9. 9 nines are 81, carry is 8, it will come here, 9 ones are 9. Yes, we are getting. So at 9 we will get 981. So the remainder is 0 here. We say square root of 3481 is equal to 59. Clear? This is how we find the square root using long division method. Let's try the fourth part. Now the fourth part is 529. So in the fourth part, 529. We'll start making the pairs from last. So this will be one pair, 9 and 2, right? Another will be 5. If there is only single digit left at the leftmost place, you have to place the bar on that also. Now we are going to find out the square root. So first of all, we will write 2 2s are 4, because at 3 we get 9, that is more than 5. Subtracting it we get 1, and then we are going to copy what? 29 here. Double of 2 is 4. Now we have to think what should we write. 9 comes when we write 3 here. So if we try with 3, 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. Yes, we are getting it. So what is the remainder that we got? We got the remainder as 0, and square root of 529 comes out to be 23. Clear? So we have done 4 parts of this question, and I hope each and every part is quite clear to you. So you also try independently, not just by having a look on the solution. Try to find out square root, try to take different square numbers and find their square root using the division method. It is very useful in higher level mathematics. So calculations are minimized and you get the answer quickly. In case if you apply prime factorization in this, it will take a lot of time, right? But in this we get the answer more quickly. Okay, let's try the next part, that is fifth part. So I'll erase this, and fifth part is 3249. Okay, so what we will do is we'll make pairs like this, and then just see we have 32. So 32 is there. Now 6 6 are 36, we can't write. So let's try with 5. 5 5s are 25. Okay, now subtract 25 from 32. We are going to get 7. Now what will we copy? 49. Okay, now if we copy 49, double of 5 is how much? Double of 5 is 10. When we get 9 at the end, when we have 7 as the units place. So let's try with 7. 7 7s are 49, 7 1s are 7. We are getting 749 at 7. So multiplying it with 7, we get 749, and the remainder is 0. So what will come here? 7, because the digit we have used here is 7. Square root of 3249 is equal to 57. Clear? So this is how we find it. Let's try the next one. The next one is 1369. Okay, sixth part is 1369. Let's try forming the pairs. Okay, now it is 13. So 3 3s are 9 we will be writing, because 4 4s are 16, more than 13. 3 3s are 9. You subtract, you get 4. Right? What we will copy? This complete pair, 6 9. Double of 3 is 6. Okay, now we need a digit here, so that we multiply the number with that, so that we get 469. 9 we get when we have 3, but with 3 just see what we will get. 3 3s are 9, 3 6s are 18, a number which is very less than 469. So can you think of any other digit that we place here and we get 9? Yes, it is 7. 7 into 7 is 49. So 4 is the carry. 7 4s are 20. 7 6s are how much? 42. And 4 is 46. Clear? So we get at 7 469, and the remainder is 0. So what we will write here? 7. So square root of 1369 is 37. I hope this makes sense, right? And this is clear to you. How do we do the square root? How do we find out square root of large numbers using square root? See, it is taking very less time as compared to prime factorization method. Yes, if we have small numbers, we can learn the squares up to 30, and above that if we are asked to, then in the question sometime it is mentioned that find the square root using long division as well as using prime factorization and compare your answer. Do you get the equal answer? Yes, you are always going to get the equal answer. Okay, now what we are going to do is We are going to try the next part, that is 7th part. In 7th part we have 5, 7, 7, 6. Okay, 5, 7, 7, 6. Make the pairs. Okay, 57 is there. So 7 sevens are 49, 8 eights are 64. 64 is more. We will try with 7. 7 sevens are 49. Okay, now from 57 we have to subtract 49. How much we will be left with? Just see, 17 minus, we are going to subtract it, 17 minus 9. Okay, what we get after subtracting it? We get 8. Right, and then we are going to copy 76 here. So double of 7 is 14. Clear? Now we have to think of a number. If we write that and multiply with that same digit, we get 876. So 6 is got by placing 4, also by 6. Let's try first with 4. 4 4s are 16, 4 4s are 16 and 1 17, and then again 1 carry, 4 1s are 4 and 5. It is less than 876. Let's try with 6. 6 6 are 36, 3 is the carry. 6 4s are 24 and 3, 27, 2 is the carry. 6 1s are 6 and 2, 8. Yes, we get 876 at 6. So we'll place here 6 and write here 876. The remainder is 0. So square root of 5776 is 76. Clear? This is how we calculate and solve the questions for long division. Right? Let's try the 8th part now. What is given in the 8th part? The 8th part is to find the square root of 7921 from the pairs. Right? Then start dividing. So 79 is there, 9 9s are 89, 8 8s are 60, 9 9s are 81 and 8 8s are 64. So 81 is more than this, we can't use that. Let's try with 8, right? So 8 8s are 64. Let's subtract it. 9 minus 4 is 5. Then 7 minus 6 will be 1. Clear? So what we will copy? We will copy 21. Double of 8 is 16. Right? So double of 8 we got 16. Now we have to think of a number that we place at the here, and so that we multiply also with the same digit, we get 1521. So 161, you know, 1 at the end will come up if we have the last digit as 1 or 9. With 1 we will just get 161. Let's try with 9. 9 9s are 81, 8 is the carry. 9 6 are 54, 54 and 8, right? 54 and 8 is 62, 6 is carry, 9 1s are 9 and 6 15. Yes, 1521 we get at 9. So we'll write 1521, we'll subtract it and we're going to get the remainder as 0. So what is the square root of 7921? It is 89. Clear? Just in 2 or 3 steps we are going to get the value of our square root. Clear? Let's try the 9th part now. In the 9th part, we are given 576 from the pairs from last, like this. So first you will operate 5. For 5 we will write 2 2s are 4. Subtract it, we get 1. Copy 76. Double of 2 is 4. Now 6 will come if we have 4. Also if we have 6. So let's try with 4. 4 4s are 16. 1, 4 4s are 16 and 1 7. So we directly are getting at 4 only. So we'll multiply with 4 and place the digit as 4. So 176 we will get, and here it will be 24. So the remainder is 0. Square root of 576 is equal to 24. Right? So I hope these questions are making sense to you, clearing the idea of long division method. Now let's try the next one, that is 10th part, and the number is 1024. This one. Form the pairs, put the bars. Now with 10 we will write 3 3s are 9. Subtract it, you will get 1. Copy 24. Double of 3 is 6. So you have to think of a number that at last you put the digit and we have to get 4 at the end. Just see, with 4 we can get, right? So what we get with 4? 4 4s are, not with 4, with 2. Okay, 2 2s are 4. 2 6 are 12. Yes, we get 124 at 2. So we will get 124 at 2 and it is 0. The remainder is 0. So square root of 1024 is equal to 32. Clear? The next one is the 11th part, that is 3136. 3136. Form the pairs, make the bars, then start with it. 31. So we have to operate first 31. The nearest square number to 31 is, suppose 5 5s are 25, 6 6s are 36. So we will go with 5. 5 5s are 25. So if we subtract, we are left with 6. Now we will copy 36. Double of 5 is 10. So let's think of a number that we place here. Let's try with 4. 4 4s are 16. 1 4 1s are 4. No, it is not coming. Let's try with 6 then, because 6 also gives us 6 at the end here. 6 6 are 36. So 3, 6 1s are 6. Yes, at 6, if we make the digit as 6 and multiply it with 6, we get 636 and the remainder is 0. So square root of 3136 comes out to be 56. Clear? I hope this makes sense. Let's move to the next part, which is the last part for long division method. 12th part. Okay, what is asked? 900. Make pairs. So first of all, we will do what? We will make for 3. 3 3s are 9 we get, right? And it is 0. Now we are going to copy what? 0. So double of 3 is 6. So it is not getting divided. We are getting 0. So we'll place a 0. So square root of 900 is 30. You know that. Clear? So this is how we get square root using long division method. Clear? There is one question given. They're asking find the number of digits in the square root of each of the following numbers without any calculation. So we have discussed two things, right? One is the number of bars will tell us the number of digits in the square root. The second thing that we discussed is about the number of even digits and odd digits. Now here just see, I'll try both of them to apply in the question. In the first one we have 64, right? If we place a bar, there is only one bar. That means one digit in the square root of this number. Clear? Otherwise, how to do? We see that how many digits are there? 2. So n here is 2 and it is even. Whenever we have even digits in the square of the number, we divide it by 2. So 2 upon 2 gives us 1. So there is one digit in the square root of 64. The second part is 144. So if we try to place the bar just to see, we get 2 bars. That means 2 digits in the square root of 144. If we go with the formula, we have odd number of digits and here is 3. So whenever we have odd number of digits, we use n plus 1 upon 2, this formula, to find out the number of digits in the square root. So 3 plus 1 divided by 2, that gives us 4 divided by 2, that is 2 only. Right? So there are 2 digits in the square root of 144. We can apply this to all the other parts. Any one thing you can apply the number of bars, or you can use the formula of even and odd. Right? Now here, how many bars we will place? 2. So this number, the third part, will have 2 digits in the square root of it. Right? If we go with formula in the third part, how many digits are there? 4. N is 4. So we will divide n by 2. 4 by 2 gives us 2. That means there are 2 digits in the square root of 4489. Now this one, fourth part. How many we have? 27,225. If we place the bars, how many bars do we place? 3. So there will be 3 digits in the square root of this number. Also, we know that n here is 5 because it is odd. So we will use 5 plus 1, n plus 1 divided by 2. That gives us 6 by 2. That means 3. There are 3 digits in the square root of this number. Now the fifth one, that is 390625. How many pairs? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 bars. So in the square root of this number there will be 3 digits. Also we see that n is here 6. Whenever we have even number of digits in the square of any number, we do 6 by 2, that is n by 2, that gives us 3. So how many digits do we have in the square root of 390625? We have 3 digits, right? So using, see, 2 properties we have. Either count the number of bars or just use this formula. If number of digits in the square is even, you calculate n by 2. And if the number of digits in the square is odd, we do n plus 1 upon 2, where n is the number of odd number of digits in the number given. Clear? Let's move ahead with another question. Here is a question in which we can see all the numbers are decimals, and we have to find out the square root of these following decimal numbers, right? So let's start solving it one by one. So the first one that we think is, that we see here is, the first number is 2.56. As you know, to calculate this, what we will do is 2.56, right? So this is one bar and this is another bar. Now we will make the representation for division. Now it is 2, right? With the 2, if we have to think of a number whose square is closer to 2, it is 1 only, right? Because 2 2s it will be 4. So we wrote 1. Subtracting 1 from 2, we will get 1. Now because here is a decimal place, we will put here decimal. Now what we are going to copy? We are going to copy this 56. Double of 1 is 2. Now we need to think here a digit that we write here and multiply so that we get 156. Let's try it out. 156 we will get, 6. Focusing on this last digit, this is 6. So we get it by 4. 4 4s are 16, right? 1 is a carry. 4 2s are 8 and 1 9. We are not getting 156. Let's try with 6, because 6 also we get 6 at the unit place. 6 6 are 36, carry is 3 here, 6 2s are 12 and 3 15. Yes, 156 we get if we put 6 here. So it will be 156 and the remainder is 0. So square root of 2.56 is equal to 1.6. Is that clear? What we have done? First, the first and foremost thing that you're going to do is placing of the bars. And the second is that you're going to divide as we have done in normal numbers, the numbers without decimals. Now we will discuss the second part. The second part is 7.29. Okay, 7.29. Again we will place the bars first. So after the decimal, we are going to place the bar in this direction and in this direction for the whole one. Now let's divide it. First one is 7. So 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. We will write 2 2s are 4 because 9 is greater than 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now because here is a decimal number, point after this 7. So we will put a decimal point here. Right. Now after this decimal, what we will copy here? We will copy 29. Double of 2 is 4. Right. So we have written 4 here. Now we need to think of a digit that we place here at both the places and we get 329. So 9 we get when we have 3 at the end. One thing. So just see, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. It is not 329. Let's try with 7. 7 7s are 49. Right. 4 is the carry. 7 4s are 38. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 4 is 32. Yes, we are getting. So at 7 we are getting 329. So the remainder is 0 in this case. So we see that square root of 7.29 is 2.7. Right. So this is how we use long division method for decimal numbers. Let's try the next part. So in the next part, what we are given with? We are given with 51.84. Let's make the pairs or place the bars. One will be on 84, one will be on 51. So let's divide now. For 51, we see 8 8 is 64, 7 7 is 49. So 7 into 7 we will do. Right, it comes 49. So subtract 49 from 51, we get 2 as the answer. Now because of this decimal place which is after 51, we will place a decimal point here. And what we will copy? Can you think of? Yeah, we'll write 84. Double of 7 is 14. Now what should we write so that we get 4 here? So let's try with 2. Okay, 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2. Yes, at 2 we get. If we place 2 here and multiply it with 2, we get 284. And 2 is the quotient here. So 0 is the remainder. So we see that square root of 51.84 comes out to be 7.2. Clear? Let's solve the next part now. In the next fourth part, we are asked about 42.25. Okay, Let's make the pairs. One will be this one, another will be this one. So 42 is there, so we can't write 7 sevens are 42, 7 sevens are 49 because it is greater than 42. We'll do with 6, 6 6 we will do, that is 36. And from 42, if we subtract 6, we get 6. Now because of this decimal point after 42, we'll place a decimal point here. And now what we copy? We copy 25. Okay, double of 6 is 12. Now we want 5, so let us try with 5 only. 5 5s are 25, carry is 2, 5 2s are 10 and 2 12, again one carry we have, 5 1s are 5 and it is 6. So if we do with 5, we get 625. So the remainder is 0. So square root of 42.25 is 6.5. I hope this gives you more clarity on how to find out square root of decimal numbers. Let's try the last part now. In the last part, we are given 31.36. Let's start it. Place the bars. 36 is one bar and 31 on the 31 we'll place over 31 another bar. So 31 is there. We can't go with 6 6 are 36. We'll do 5 5s are 25. Right? If we do 5 5s are 25, subtract it from 31, we get 6. Now because of this decimal point, we'll place a decimal here and we'll copy 36. Okay. Now double of 5 is 10. What should we do so that we get 636? Let's try with 4. 4 4s are 16. 4 1s are 4. 416 we get. Let's try with 6. 6 6 are 36. So here 3 will come up. 6 1s are 6. Yes, we are getting. So what we should write here? 6. So 6 here we are writing, 636 we got and the remainder is 0. Square root of 31.36. What is the quotient value? 5.6. So 5.6 is the square root of 31.36. I hope this is clear. Let's move ahead with different kind of questions and apply the properties that we have learned so far. Here is another question. We already have discussed this kind of question, right? So let us again do a practice 5 or 6 question on the same concept. It is asking, we have to tell the least number. Okay, the least number we have to tell that must be subtracted, right? So subtraction case, I told you we have to just subtract the remainder that we get from our dividend. From each of the following numbers to get a perfect square. Also we have to find the square root of that particular square so obtained. So just to see, the first one is 402. Make pairs first, that means place the bars. So first 2 and 0 will make one bar and on 4 there will be another bar. Let's find out the square root. So just see, first of all we'll do with 2 2s are 4. Okay, when we subtract, what we get? 0. Double of 2 is 4 here. Now we will copy 0 2. Right? We have 4 here. It is not divisible. We'll place 0 here. Clear? So what is the answer that we are getting? Remainder is 2 here. Remainder is 2. We see that square of 20. If this would have been a perfect square, we would not be left with remainder. That means this 2 is extra in this number. So square of 20 is less than 402 by 2. Right? This 2 is extra. So what we will do? We will subtract this 2 from the dividend that we have and we get 400. So 400 is a perfect square. It is a square of 20. So what we have to tell? First the number which is a perfect square. So we will get 400 is a perfect square. Right? What is the square root of this 400? It is 20. Right? 20 is the square root of that number. I hope this is clear. Let's practice the second part, that is 1989. So let's try it. The second part is 1989. Let's form the bars. Okay. One is on 19, another is on 89. So for 19, what should we go with? With 19, 4 4s are 16 will work because 5 5s are 25 will be more than 19. So 4 4s are 16. Okay, subtract it, you get 3. Now copy down 89. Double of 4 is 8. Okay, so let's try with 9. Let's try with 9. 9 nines are 81, but what we need here is 9 we need. So let's try with some other number. Okay, so let's try, suppose I try with 3. 83 into 3. 3 threes are 9, 3 eights are 24. 249. Let's try with 4 because it is not a perfect square. So now 4 we are going to try. 4 fours are 16. 1 is a carry. 8 fours are 32 and we get 33. We get 336. Let's try with 5. 85 into 5, this all the work you can do in your rough part. Just make a column for rough work and you can try out there. Okay, so 5 fives are 25, 2 is the carry. 5 eights are 40, 40 and 2 is 42. It is really greater than. So what we will write? 336. 336 is coming at 4. So 4 I am writing here and will multiply with 4. So we get 336. Just subtract it. 9 minus 6 is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. Right? So we get the remainder as 53. That means square of 44 is less than 1989 by how much? By 53. That means this 53 is extra. We will subtract 1989. We will subtract from this 53. Let's subtract 1989. We are subtracting 53. 9 minus 3 is 6. Correct? Then we have 8 minus 5, that is 3, and 9 1. So we get 1936. Okay, so the perfect square number is 1936 and square root of 1936 is 44. Clear? So what we have discovered, that whatever the remainder we are getting, that is the extra part, right? So that we can subtract from the number which is given to us, right? And then we can find out the square of a number, and that number is the quotient itself. Right? Let's do the third part now. What is given in the third part? We are given in the third part 3, 2, 5, 0. Form the pairs and place the bars from the rightmost digit like this. Now start it. With 32 we can't go with 6 into 6, right? So we'll go with 5 into 5. 5 into 5 is 25. Subtracting 25 from 32, we get 7, and we are going to copy down 50 here, right? Okay, now double of 5 is 10. Let's try to multiply here with some digit and place here a digit so that they are same, and when we multiply them we get a number closest to 750. So let's try with 7. Okay, 7 sevens are 49, 7 ones are 7. You see here we get 749. Again I am trying. 7 sevens are 49. 4 was a carry here. So here it is 4, and 7 ones are 7. So we get 749. That is very much close to this. So I am writing 7 and here 749. What is the remainder that we are left with? We are left with 1 as the remainder. So this 1 is extra in this. We say square of 57 is less than 3250 by 1. So from 3250, if we subtract 1, what we get? 3249. Right? This is the number that we will be getting after subtracting, and square root of this number 3249 is 57. Right? So this is how we are going to attempt the questions. Let's try fourth and fifth part also. What is given in the fourth part, students? We are given 825. So place the bars. Now with 8 we need to think 4. For 8 we have to think. So 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. 9 is greater than 8. So let's go with 2. 2 2s are 4. Subtracting it we are left with 4, and we are going to copy 25 here down. Right? Now double of 2 is 4. So think of a digit that you can place here so that you get a number closest to 425. Let's try with 5. 5 5s are 25. 2 is the carry over here. 5 4s are 20. 20 plus 2, 22. Right? That is very less. Let's try with some more numbers. If we try with 7, what we get? 7 7s are 49. Carry is 4 here. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 4 is 32. That is also very less. Let's try with 9. 9 9s are 81. Carry is 8 here. 9 4s are 36. 36 and 8. Right? See carefully here. We are doing 9 9s are 81. 8 is the carry. 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 8. 8 plus 6 is 54. 44 we will get. 441 is more than 425. So we should try with 8. 48 into 8. 8 8s are 64. 6 is the carry here. 8 4s are 32. Right? 8 4s are 32. 32 and 6 is 38. We get 384. Yes, we can write that. So multiplying with 8, we get 384. Let's subtract it. 5 minus 4 is 1. Here we have 2. So 12 minus 8 is 4. We are left with 41. Right? So what we need to do with it? That means 41 is extra in this number. Also we can say square of 28 is less than 825 by 41. So from 825 we are going to subtract 41. Let's subtract 41 from 825. From 825 subtract 41. If we do that, 5 minus 1 is 4. Here we get 12. 12 minus 4 is 8 and here it is 7. So we get 784. Okay, and 784 is square of 28. So square root of 784 is 28. Right, sometimes to verify your answer, what you can do is you perform it. When you get 784, just try to find out the square root using this long division method only. You will get 28 only. Clear? Let's do the last part, that is 4000. So 4000, and this is fifth part. So first of all, let's place the bar on 41 and on other zeros 1. So 40 is there, so we'll go with 6 6 are 36. Right? We will be left with 4. We will copy these two zeros and here double of 6 is 12. Clear? Let's think of some number that gives us a number closer to 400. 124 into 4 if we check. 4 4s are 16. 4 2s are 8 and 1 9. 4 1s are 4. It is greater than 400. Let's try with 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Yes, we can write this. So we will try with 3. Okay. What we get at 3? We get 3, 6, 9. Here I am writing 3. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3 and here it is 0. So what is the remainder that we are getting? 31. So what we will do? We say that square of 63 is less than 4000 by how much? 31. So from 4000, if we subtract 31, this will become a square of 63. So let us subtract from 4000 31. Just see what we are going to get. Here it is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. Here 9 and here it will be 3. We get 3969 and square root of 3969 is 63. Is that clear? So the perfect square number that we have got in this part, that means the fifth part for 4000 is 3969 and the square root of this is 63. I hope doing these 5 questions have given you more clarity on how to find out the least number that must be subtracted from the numbers to get a perfect square. Right? Now we have done questions on what should be added. Right? There the pattern was different. There the method was different. So let's revise that also. Here is another question where they're asking find the least number which must be added so that the following numbers become a perfect square. Also we have to find the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So there the question was what to be subtracted, so we were just subtracting the remainder. Now here it is what is to be added, right? So definitely the number if we are going to add should be more than the numbers given to us. Let's try the first one. 525. Form the pairs, form the bars. Now start dividing. 2, we will go with 2. 2 2s are 4. Subtracting it, it gives us 1. Copy down 25. Double of 2 is 4. Clear? Now with 4, let us try with 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 4s are 12. Just see, at 3 also we are getting more than 125. So we'll try with 2. Okay? Into 2. And 2 also we are writing here. 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. Let us subtract from this 125, we'll subtract 84. 5 minus 4 is 1. Then 12 minus 8 is 4. We get 41. So what we have to do is square of 21 is less than 521 by 41. Okay, we have to find the next number. Okay, that means a number greater than 525. So I can't subtract this 41. It will become less than 525. Definitely I'll get something. But the question says what is to be added. So what we will do, we got 22. Clear? What is the next number after is 23. square of 23, we are going to do the square of 23, that will come out as 529. Clear? What is that? 529. Now what we will do, from 529 subtract this one. Okay, 525, what we get? 4. That means in 525 what should be added so that it becomes a perfect square? 4 should be added, right? So the answer is that 4 should be added. What is the least number that should be added? It is 4. 4 should be added to 525 so that it becomes 529, and 529 is a perfect square and it is a square of 23. So what is the square root of 529? It is 23. So whenever question comes where you have to add something into the number, what you are going to do, you just have to see the quotient, right? Whatever quotient you are getting after long division, take the next number. Here it was 22, I took the next number as 23, square it, whatever answer you get, from that you subtract your dividend, right? Whatever answer we are going to get, that number is to be added into 525 so that it becomes a perfect square. Let's try the second one, that is 1750. Okay, 1750 we are going to try. Let us place the bars from rightmost side like this. So we'll try with 4 first. 4 4s are 16. Subtracting it we get 1 and we are going to copy down 50. Now double of 4 is 8. Okay, and here it is 150. So if we do 82 into 2, just see 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. We get more than it. So we will go with 1 only. Okay, 41. So 81 into 1 is 81. Let us subtract it. 10 minus 1 is 9. 14 minus 8 is 6. Understand that? So we get 69 as the remainder and quotient is 41. So what is the next number after 41? It is 42. Right? So what we are going to do here is, as we did in the previous part, what we did, we have calculated the quotient, which is 41 here. What is the next number after 41? It is 42. Clear? 42 square is 1764. Now from 1764 you subtract 1750. What is the answer that we are getting? We are getting 14. So 14 is the number that should be added to 1750 so that we get 1764, which is a perfect square. And square root of 1764, as you can see from this statement, is 42. Clear? You can also calculate using the long division method for 1764 also. That is also, that gives examiner a more clarity that you know the concept. Right? So what have we done? We took 1750. We have calculated its square root using long division method, but because it is not a perfect square, we are left with some remainder. Now because we are working on what should be added in this number, we'll focus on quotient. Quotient here is 41. Take the next number after 41, it is 42. Do the square of 42, you get 1764. From this number, you have to subtract your original number and it gives you 14. So 14 is the least number which must be added to this number so that it becomes a perfect square. Because 1764 is a square of 42, square root of 1764 is 42. Clear? So this is how we are going to solve. Let's practice the third one now. I hope now the method is quite clear and you all can attempt the questions very easily. 252. Form the bars from the rightmost digit and we are left with only single digit, that is 2 on the leftmost side. So because it is 2, we will go with 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Subtracting 1 from 2, we get 1. Copy down 52. Double of 1 is 2. Now just see 23 into 3, if we 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. We will do with 4, 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8 and 1 9. We'll do with 6, 6 6 are 36, we have a carry 3, and 6 2s are 12, 12 and 3 is 15, 156, which is more than, so let's do with 5. 25 into 5, 25 into 5 is 125. Let's subtract it. 12 minus 5 is 7 here, 4 minus 2 is 2 here. So we are left with the remainder as 27. Now what is the question? 15. What is the next number after it? It is 16. Square of 16 is 256. From 256 subtract the original number, that is 252. we get 4. So what should be added in 252? 4 should be added in 252 so that it becomes a perfect square, and square root of 256 will be 16. Is that clear? I hope this gives you more clarity on the concept. You know, practicing a lot of question makes the concept much clearer. Now, the fourth part we are going to practice, that is 18, 25. We'll form the bars like this, starting from the rightmost digit, and this is the fourth part that we are solving. So we'll start with 4. 4 fours are 16. We are left with 2. Copy down 25. Double of 4 is 8. Let's start with 1, 2 and 3 so on digits. So let's try with 3. See what we get. 3 3s are 9. 3 8s are 24. Let's try with 4. 4 4s are 16. 1 is the carry. 4 8s are 32. Right, and 1 33. So 336 is more than it. So we'll go with 3. Let's go with 3. Okay, if we go with 3, we get 249, or 249 is also more than 225. We can't go with 3. Let's go with 2. 82 into 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 8s are 16. So here also you write 2 only. 5 minus 4 is 1, and here we get 2. Right, so we can't subtract, we'll take a borrow from here. So 12 minus 6 is 6. We are left with 61 as the remainder. What is the next number after 42? It is 43. Right, so what we have done, just to see, I'm again revising it. We took the long division method and we have calculated the square root using long division method for 1825. Now for 1825, if we do in this way, what we are getting? We are getting 42 as the quotient. What is the next number after 42? We have 43. Clear? Square of 43 is how much? Square of 43 comes as 1849. Clear? Now what we need to do in this is, what we are going to do, what we will do, here this number will be subtracted from 1849, 1825. Okay, from 1849 subtract 1825. 9 minus 5 is 4. Then here we are left with 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So we are left with 24. So 24 is the number that should be added in 1825 so that it becomes 1849. Right? And it is a perfect square of 43. So 1849 square root is 43. Clear? Now let us start with the last part, okay, and the question would be completed. So the last part is given as 6412. Let's try that out. 6412. So form the bars, then start dividing. First of all, we'll do with 8. 8 8s is 64. Let's do it. 8 8s are 64. So we get what? We get 0 from here, and we are going to copy down 12. Double of 8 is 16. So see, we can't write anything because we will be getting more than it. So we will get 0 here because it is not divisible by 16. Now what is the next number after 80? It is 81. Clear? We are going to do what? We are going to do the square of 81. Can you just tell what will be the square of 81? It is 6561. Okay, now from 6561 we have to subtract 6412. So let's subtract 6561, 6412. Subtract it. What we are going to get? Just see. Here 11 minus 2 will be 9. 5 minus 1 is 4. Then 5 minus 4 is 1. 149 we get. So 149 is the least number that should be added to 6412 so that it becomes 6561, and it is a perfect square. And square root of 6561 is 81. Right? I hope this question is clear now. So this is how we do the question of what should be subtracted. In that case, what we are going to do, we just subtract the remainder from the given number. In case what should be added, we focus on our question, okay, and whatever is the question, we take a next number after it, just next number after it, square it up, whatever you are getting, subtract your original number from that. So whatever the answer you are getting, that is the number that you should add in 6412 or the number given, so that it becomes a perfect square, and definitely square root directly can be written from it. Clear? So let's move ahead now. Here is another question. It is asking, find the length of side of a square whose area is given as 441 square meter. Can you just think about the formula for area of a square? It is side into side. So it is given as 441 square meter. Clear? Let us consider the side as x. So x into x is equal to 441. Okay. So we'll just write let side or length of side of square is x meter. Clear? So x into x will give us x square equal to 441. What will be x then? It will be square root of 441. So let us find out square root of 441. So 41 will be one pair because we are going to start with the rightmost digit and then 4. So let's start with 2. 2 2s are 4. We are going to get here 0. Copy down 41. Double of 2 is 4. So with 1 only because we want 41 and we are getting 0 here. So it is a square of 21. So x is going to be 21 meters. Clear? So what is the length of side of square whose area is 441? It is 21 meters. Clear? Let's move ahead. Here is a question that says in a right triangle ABC, angle B is given as 90 degrees. So let's form the triangle first. Let this be a triangle. Okay. Here is B and it is 90 degrees. Okay. This is A and this is C. AB is given as 6. AB is 6 centimeter. What is BC given as? 8 centimeter. We have to calculate AC. So as we know this is a right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Let's apply that. So what we will write? We will write AB square plus BC square is equal to the square of hypotenuse, that is AC square. What is square of AB? AB is 6. 6 square plus 8 square equals AC square. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64 is equal to AC square. 36 plus 64, when we add we get 100 is equal to square of AC. So we have to find a number whose square is 100. So what we do? This method is known as square root. AC will be equal to square root of 100. When we do this, what we get? AC as 10. So 10 centimeter is the value for AC. This is the answer for your question. Okay, so the side AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Similarly, can we attempt B part? Yes, definitely we can attempt B part. Just see here what we will do. Now we will keep the figure same, right? Because the same figure we have to use. Now the values are changed. So let us just erase this part and solve for second part. What is given in second part? What is the value of AC? Now AC is given to us. What is AC given? AC is given as here 13. So I'll write 13 here. We are now known with this. So it is 13 centimeter. What about BC? It is given as 5 centimeter. Right. Now we have to find out this AB. We have to find out AB. So we will write AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Okay. What is AB? We have to calculate. Let's keep it as it is. Plus what is the BC? You know BC is given. Square of 5 equals AC is 13. So square of 13. We get AB square plus 25 equal to square of 13 is 169. I hope you remember the squares up to 30 at least. Now square of AB is equal to 169 minus 25. Now when we do square of AB, we get 144. So AB will be what? AB will be square root of 144. Now you can find out square root of 144 either by long division method or by prime factorization method. You can choose any one of them. Clear? And for your clarity, the square root of 144 is 12 centimeter. Clear? So in the question you can use long division as well as prime factorization method to show your answer. Yeah. Now let us move to the next part. So here it is saying a gardener has 1000 plants. So total number of plants is 1000. He wants to plant these in such a way that the number of rows and number of columns remains same. Let us suppose let number of rows is x, so number of columns will also be x. How to find out total number of plants? Total number of plants will be x into x, that is x square. We have to find out minimum number of plants he needs more for this, okay, because he just want that number of rows and number of columns should be equal in that, and he has 1000 plants. So what is the minimum number of plants, because definitely 1000 is not a perfect square, it is ending with odd number of zeros. So what we have to do, we have to make it a perfect square so that number of rows and number of columns are equal. The number of rows, number of columns, if they are equal, it forms a complete square. Correct? So we have to actually get from 1000 a perfect square number, and they are asking what is the minimum number of plants that he needs more. That means we have to add something into it. We have done questions where we need to add something into the number to make it a perfect square. So we are going to do with 1000. For 1000, what we will do, we'll find out the square root. Just form two pairs. So first of all, 3 3s are 9. What we are left with? 1. Copy down double zeros, and then after this 3 double of 3 is 6, right? So if we do 63 twos are, we get 2 twos are 4, 2 6 are 12. It is more than 100, so at 1 only we can just try. So 61, right? What we are left with? 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 6 is 3. We are left with 39. So what is the next number after 31? It is 32. Square of 32 we are going to calculate, that will come out as 1024. Now from 1024 we will subtract 1000 which is given to us, that means we are left with 24. That means the gardener should add 24 more plants so that when he plants them, he can plant them in equal number of rows and column. So what is the answer? 24 minimum number of plants he needs more for this. Is that clear? Let us do the last question for today now. So here it is saying there are 500 children in a school. For a PT drill, how many total students? 500. For a PT drill, I hope you all do that in your school. They have to stand in a manner that the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. Let us suppose number of rows is x. So because number of columns is equal, number of columns will be x. Clear? How many children would be left out in this arrangement? So how to find out total number of students? Total number of students is x multiplied with x, that is x square. Clear? Now we know total number of student is x square. According to the question, total number of student is 500. So what will be x? Square root of 500. We know that 500 is it a perfect square? Let's check it. It is not actually. So what we are going to do, we are going to do the square root of 500. And we have to tell if the students stand in number of rows and number of columns, equal number of rows and column, how many students will be left out. Like there will be a square formed, but there will be some students who would be left out. Let's try. So double zero will form one of the bars and 5 will form the another bar. So 2 twos are 4. Subtract it, we will get 1. Copy down these double zeros. Now double of 2 is 4. So if we do 43, just see 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So we will just do with 2. So 42 2s are 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. We get 84. Subtract it. 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 8 is 1. What is the remainder? 16. That means 16 students would be left out of the arrangement. What is the remainder we are getting? 16. So there are 16 students extra. If we are forming a square, that means we are making the number of rows and number of columns as equal. Then there are 16 students. These 16 students are extra, right? These will be left out of that arrangement. I hope this gives you clarity on this question, right? So this is all for today, right? And we have now completed square and square roots. So it was really interesting to discuss the chapter with you, as it has a lot of properties, and I hope you all have understood all of the things that I have told you. Keep practicing, keep learning, stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.